One of the best ways to keep your guitar both playing and sounding great is to regularly change its strings and maintain a proper setup. How often strings need to be changed depends on how much they're played and on their environment. We suggest changing them at least once or twice a month. By consistently using the same gauge of strings, you reduce the amount of work needed as compared to when switching to a different gauge. To change the strings on a guitar with a Bigsby Vibrato and give it a complete tune-up, you'll need wire cutters, a Phillips head screwdriver for truss rod access and for pickup adjustment, and flathead screwdrivers for adjusting the intonation and the string action. From your user kit, you need the truss rod wrench. To help with measuring adjustments, a business card and Allen wrenches in the sizes of 1.5 and 2 millimeters can be useful. Finally, you'll also need a tuner. To minimize stress changes on the instrument, we recommend replacing strings one at a time. First, loosen the string and unlock its trim lock before removing it from the machine head. Cutting the string around the middle makes removing it easier and reduces the risk of any scratching. Unhook the string and remove it from the bridge. Bending the string near the ball end makes weaving the string through the bridge and hooking it into place a lot easier. Keeping tension on the string so it doesn't unhook itself, thread the string through the machine head, and after pulling all the slack from the string, lock the trim lock into place. Tune to the desired pitch and cut away the excess string. Repeat this process for the remaining strings, one after the other. Your initial tuning stability can be improved by pressing down on the strings just in front of and behind both the nut and the saddles. To check if your truss rod needs adjusting, press down simultaneously on the first and last frets of your guitar. A properly set neck has a gap at the 9th fret of between 0.1 and 0.3 millimeters, which is about the thickness of a business card. To make any adjustments, remove the truss rod cover with a Phillips head screwdriver and set the truss rod wrench into place. Turning the truss rod to the left loosens it, letting the neck bend forward, increasing the gap found at the 9th fret. Tightening to the right decreases this gap. Always make gradual adjustments and check your tuning after each adjustment. After you're done, put the truss rod cover back into place. Because it takes time for the neck to adjust completely, you should check the neck again after about an hour and once more the following day to see if further adjustment is necessary. Once the neck is adjusted, you can check the string action. While everyone has their own preference, we set guitars using an optimal string height of 1.7 millimeters for the top string and 1.5 millimeters for the bottom. An easy way to check this is by placing a 1.5 millimeter Allen wrench between the string and the 12th fret, leaving a small gap with the top string and none with the bottom. To lower the action, use a flathead screwdriver that fits the screws and turn to the right on the corresponding side of the bridge. Turning the screws to the left raises the action. After retuning, you can see how this action works for you. Pickup height also varies according to personal preference. As a pickup gets closer to the strings, its output is increased, but sustain is decreased. To achieve the best of both worlds, we set pickups to a distance of 2 millimeters. By placing a 2 millimeter Allen wrench on top of the pickup and pressing down at the last fret, you can see if the pickup needs to be higher or lower. Make the adjustments with a Phillips head screwdriver, doing so for each pickup and on both sides of the pickup. For a guitar to play in tune all the way up the fretboard, each string has to be properly intonated. After checking your tuning, check a string's tuning at the 12th fret. If the note is sharp, the saddle needs to be moved closer to the bridge. If it's flat, then the saddle should be closer to the nut. Make gradual adjustments using a flathead screwdriver, retune, and check it again at the 12th fret. After repeating this process for each string, your guitar will be fully set up and ready to go.